So this is the Crawl Cosplay Challenge again. Mad Acolyte of Lugonu. We are trying to win this Deep Elf Abyssal Knight while sticking to some very curious conducts which are perhaps causing us some trouble. For example, only being allowed to swing with a distortion weapon. And I've been bribed, as you guys probably know, into using a very subpar weapon, which is this gigantic Executioner's Axe. Which, honestly, I wouldn't recommend using an Executioner's Axe for, if you're trying to be optimal, if you're trying to play purely for win rate on just about any character, but especially a character with a -2 aptitude in axes. And yet, we are doing it, and we're making it work. With the help of, well, magic, of course, because we're a Deep Elf. And we're very good. We're very good at magic on account of being a Deep Elf, so it's kind of necessary to get that help, I suppose. Using things like Lightning Spire, Summon Forest, Val Clutch, to really just make this thing work. Alrighty. So, just looking at some of the items that are available, I remember that we didn't really find anything that we would want to use in Elf here. So I think we grabbed the Acid Dragon Scales. Oh, hello. Silence. Got him. Yeah, silence let us basically cheese this branch down very nicely, since most of the things are casters. Okay, so the only source of our core is these Acid Dragon Scales. We can still cast with that up, so that's cool. Now we lack RC, but we can just put RC on. No big deal. Lose 4 points of EV, which sucks, but what are you going to do? So now we could go straight to slime, if we would like. With that said, I think that we are going to Amnesia. Oh, hold on. 7 spell levels left. We don't need to Amnesia anything. First of all, we're going to get Sticks to Snakes. This is going to be our path. This is going to be our path to getting TRJ killed, because we have MO, and I bet you we have Torment. Yeah, we have Torments available, so we could make this work. Okay, am I trying to go up? Am I trying to go down? Oh, hello. Alright, we left it in Spider, I guess. Need to drop some stuff. Zerk Rage is probably really bad on this character, but I want to keep it in my inventory just in case. We'll drop the Remove Curse. Actually, wait a minute. The hell am I doing? I don't need to train transmutations. I don't need to do that at all. I don't even need the Torment Scrolls. I'm worshipping Lugonu. I can just bust in. I don't need to kill TRJ. That's cool. Alrighty, we just corrupt our way in. No problem. Okay, so that's Torment. I will want to get Bolt of Draining. Train nothing but Conjurations. Up to 10, I guess. That's a little much, but... Okay, I think that covers everything. Well, NGMat, I was considering using it as like sort of a ghetto haste to get to a staircase faster than things can follow me. But I agree with you, it's probably a horrible idea in most situations. You could kind of make it work in a kill hole, like a really well-designed kill hole, but probably not. I mean, you're basically right. Unless we start using our fists, which we're not allowed to do per JD Sequoia's bribe. We're using this Executioner's Axe until the day we die. Alright, into slime we go. I am allowed to cast, though. And we're going to make use of that, because we otherwise probably wouldn't be able to really do this branch. It still has spell hunger to it, damn. How many rations are left? Not many. Ooh. Oh, that's lame. So we'll try not to Bolt of Drain. Unless we absolutely have to. Okay, that's not good. Charmed. It resisted twice. We could have taken not death damage, but, you know, pretty nasty damage. Okay, we shouldn't swing again. We're going to bolt like this. This is fine, we'll just fight this stuff. Okay. Hey, Legends of Strike, how you doing, man? Okay. This is a little bit ugly. I can at least BVC the eyeball. And the ranged attacks we're not too afraid of since we can demissile them. Cool, see, we killed a blob. That's awesome. Certainly using up some spell hunger in the process, but... Hey, Asimov, what's up, man? Okay, we'll put up a spire. PVC this dude, I think he won't be able to get me like this. We'll bolt through our spire, though. There we go. No mutations from him. So, I don't want to go back down because, boy, I am fragile. Even with Guardian Spirit, we still only have like 150 hit points. New SSD and graphics card. Nice, man. I mean, nah. Do I still have blink scrolls? Yeah, we'll do this. We'll put up regen, and we'll put up invis, and then we'll go down. That's not bad. Pull this dude up. Bolting him. And now we'll swing. Got him. If I could clear this staircase, that would save me an awful lot of trouble. Pull this dude up. Bolt, bolt, bolt. Bolt of Draining is really, 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 really good in here. Okay. Regen. Go up. Do I have Blink as a spell? Nope, but I can just bend space, so we'll do that, I suppose. Oh boy, we'll do that one more time. Miscast Bolt of Draining. Adorable. Well, he can definitely kill me. I hate to say it, but I think we have to blink. Pull this dude up. God, what a pain. What a waste of a blink scroll. Bend space just didn't want to be particularly cooperative there. It happens. Regen, go down. Wow, look at that. Look at that. Is that 3 total misses? Damn. I don't feel good about swinging on this, but I'm going to. Okay, got him. That was rough. BVC on him. Too bad we can't BVC the slimes. That would help a lot. Got him. Burning through rations, but that'll stop once we get out of this place. The RNG is not with you today. Well, that's okay. I know how to work around it. Okay, we're gonna pull this dude up solo. Ouch. You know what? I'm not gonna risk this. Boom! Scattershot it. That's the cool thing about this character, is as long as I have Scattershot, we can do some stuff, you know? Okay, I should be using Summon Forest. What the hell am I thinking? Put up a Spire. I'm gonna tell the Dryad to run away. Then we're gonna bolt. Like so. Damn. Okay, I'm gonna go invisible. And then we're gonna bolt the most injured acid blob. Okay, it's a bit risky, but I'm gonna swing. Because we can hit all this stuff. So the acid blob died, that's good. Slime creature dies from a tree. Get a few more attacks. Okay, now we're gonna bolt. Swing again, got him. I should be using, I keep forgetting I have so many tools available. I should be using Spectral Weapon. Of course they killed it immediately, but still. There we go. There we go. Some teleported, but for the most part we killed that stuff. Helpful. Very helpful. Heard you were a deep elf. No, Cry Shakespeare. It turns out I'm a super deep elf using my giant executioner's axe. Alright, we go down. Forest. I was hoping that would put trees between me and the Shining Eye. No such luck. So I'll put out a Spire instead. Then we're going to take a step so that I don't get mutated. Then we're going to BVC this dude. Now, we're getting memed on a bit, because there's another one. We don't have a file to launch into that like we would like to, and I can't exactly make another Spire now, can I? Because that'll erase the first. So outside of using spiders or a Scroll of Summoning, there's no real good solution here, except... Can I banish him? 24%? No. We could corrupt, I suppose, but that feels like a hilarious sort of overpayment. I know what we'll do. We'll order the Dryad to run in this direction, and he'll move in my... There we go. Okay, now we'll order it to attack there. Okay, now we will BVC this stuff so I can get back on my staircase sooner than later. This is still not so good. I could put up Song of Slaying, that'd be kind of cute, I suppose. But I don't want to fight all this crap all at once now, do I? So I think we just bolt while... I think we just bolt the acid guy while the golden eye's dying. Yep. Okay, now we get onto the staircase. Sadly, this didn't quite work out for us. We've taken off a lot of damage. Like a lot of damage. So it's kind of a question of whether I want to risk taking a bunch of damage or do I want to risk taking a bunch of mutations. Because if I pull up now, I'm safe, relatively. But then I have to come back and I have a whole situation where I take a bunch of mutes and it sucks. I think I'm going to go invis. Then, I wish I could BBC like the Eye of Devastation and Shining Eye at the same time. Not taking damage yet, shockingly. I am still, well no, I'm not in the Robe of the Archmagi. I'm wearing Acid Dragon Scale for our core. You know what I could do is I could try to enslave this. That resists. Good God. I gotta go up. It's too much damage. Then we gotta bend space. It's pretty good. Only summon one forest at a time, right, okay. Okay, we are invisible, but Lamp did not screw us, that's cool. Just because this is so ugly, I either need to try to enslave at 51%, which is not exactly great, or, honestly, I think we scattershot to just clear this thing out. Death Ooze hits you X2. This is one of the few characters where the Death Ooze can actually cause me some very serious issues. Just put a Spire right here. Let's put a Spire here again. He destroys it twice in a row. Now we're out of mana. How's your Aralek? You're not Aralek. Bye-bye, brother. Okay. So the sad situation I was trying to avoid of the mutations is just gonna have to deal with it, but that's okay. We got 4 potions of mute. Your vision blurs. Adorable. So we tag them with BBC and then we bolt them. Well, we gotta get that off immediately. This character's too weak to be walking around with that. Adorable, it gave us horns, we have to get that off. Okay, that's better. Hate the minus strength, but we gotta live with it. Otherwise, those are good mutations. Got him. Getting better at Bolt. I think it's the first worst mutation. Well, no, the first worst is Teleportitis. But at least something can sort of be done about that if you found minus Telly. Okay. We don't have Dispel Undead. I mean, we could. Perhaps I'm making a mistake by not memorizing it. I should amnesia off Sticks to Snakes, actually. Wow. He killed the Dryad and the Spire on the same turn. Just gonna swing on this dude. There we go. Check it out. Do I really have 13 magic mapping? God damn, no, I have 13 remove curse, but still I have 6. That's a lot. That's a lot of magic mapping. That's awesome, actually. Pharmacists cannot get Teleportitis as far as I know. I've never seen it. Alright, we're gonna get rid of Sticks to Snakes. I'm not gonna bother as much as I would like to have it. I'm gonna get Dispel Undead instead. We're definitely, well, we're probably doing Crypts on this guy because he just needs the help, man. Yeah, it's very unlikely to have 13 of those. There's TRJ. So we could go ahead and Corrupt, and we could try to go for the kill. That could be interesting. I mean, it wouldn't open up the whole vault for me if we fail to get the kill. I've never tried to do this before. My indications is always only 10, so it's not going to be that much stuff. I mean, it is real tempting. Because we could probably immolate and get it done after the corruption, to be honest. Why does it look like the TRJ is wearing a hat of Chivia? That's just his tile now. See, it actually jiggles as you do stuff. That's his hat, you know? He's got a little jelly. He's got a puddin' pop on there. He's endorsed by Bill Cosby. It's the mad Acolyte way. Yeah, maybe. I could do it just for funsies. I have to say that the optimal way to do this would be to just sort of run off, bust this thing open, take the loot, and leave. I'm happy to go for the fun plan, though. Just see how it goes. I don't know if immolate will affect my neutral guys. I feel like it will, though. Alright, guys, let's find out. We didn't get much in the way of allies, unfortunately. Cannot cast spells while silenced. Are you shitting me? Is there a silent specter? I don't want to play with the silent specter today. It's a little spooky dooky for me. How is the Spectre still alive, I wonder? Oh, there's TRJ. Alrighty, I should have hasted a while ago. Let's haste now. Let's make allies. Make a spire, I suppose. Alright, here it is. Here it is, man. If we had Ice Blast, it would be so perfect here. No, this is 0.24. We're doing some absolutely ridiculous stuff right here. How can I finish this stuff off? God, I wish one of the MO Death Oozes was in front, because then we could just dispel his ass, right? Oh, TRJ actually got flayed by the ghost, so we have to kill him fast, or the flay will go away when he kills the ghost. That's not good. How can we do damage to this stuff at range? We could bolt, but what am I going to bolt? What am I going to kill with the bolt? I could target TRJ himself, but if it hits the guy in front, then it won't hit him because the range will be reduced. Sounds weird, but I think I either summon here just to get more allies on the table, or I don't know. Lightning Rod, maybe? I think we Lightning Rod. Oh, here we go. This is going to explode on me and do an awful lot of damage, though. The golden eye is. There we go. Here we go, baby. Alright, now... now we, take a little step back. I am going to bolt this stuff. No, you can't. That's the thing. Vile Clutch doesn't work on any of these jellies. It only works on the eyeballs. Which is weird because you can net any jelly you want. But BVC, nope. Zombie hands can't stick to them. Okay. Time to go. Time to go. That's steam missile going off. I'll put it back up. It's very important. We got flayed. This is annoying to leave so much stuff on the table. Well, JD Sequoia, BVC, the monster version, is called Grasping Roots, so I knew what you meant. I think I'm gonna lamp. Okay, that didn't work. Bolt. It's just like getting some of this stuff off the table would be very good for me, but I have to go because otherwise I'll get flayed again. Now, I tell you what we're not going to do is we're not going to take the damn hatch, because why would I subject myself to such nonsense where I don't know where I'm going to land, I don't know what kind of stuff is going to be waiting for me. Bolt them to death, get D-missile back up. Cool thing is I can spire and then bolt of drain through it. I've been using this trick a little bit. Nice. Burned through so much of my food in here, but I really don't feel that bad about it. Okay, cool. We'll just Dispel Undead. Bolt. Swing. Got him. Go up. Get our mana back. I'm out of mana. There's no reason not to reset this fight, you see. Whoa, there's two. We'll just bolt. Okay, this... It's better for me to just to take the fight upstairs, even if it's not the one that I've hurt yet. It's better to do that than to have to fight two at once, you know? So many of these guys. That was a very awkward TRJ fight, I have to say. And the punishment for having an awkward TRJ fight typically is that you leave just an enormous amount of garbage on the floor. I should be doing this a little bit more. The trees at least can do some real damage, you know. Let's go up. Saw a shining eye coming, forget that. Led him to the trees because I wanted him to take damage from the trees. Eventually, things will stop coming. I think we're basically to that point. Alright. A double sword I'm not allowed to use due to bribery. Artifact, though, it would be nice to check it out. I mean, not that I would be allowed to use it anyway, because it's... I'll just identify it for fun. Yeah, wow, that's, well, it's RF-, which sucks, but it's RC+++. This would be an incredible weapon to have this game, if we were allowed to... Well, one, I've been bribed to use the Executioner's Axe, so we're not going to do that, but two... Even if I hadn't, due to the conduct of the cosplay challenge, I'm not allowed to use something that's not disto. With that said, this is an absolutely incredible weapon. Gives me RLite, gives me RC+. The RF- is no big deal, because I would just wear Fire Dragon Scale, you know? But speed, man, speed is such an amazing brand. Okay, RC+, Int -3, Dex +8. That seems like a good swap, actually, instead of, you know, that gives me 3 points of EV. Well, speed on any weapon that's like not a dagger is probably pretty great. Okay, need to drop some stuff. Still carrying far too much. I'll leave my remove curses in here. Try this ring on. It's positive energy. We'll put the evasion back on. It's kind of funny that this turned into regular rock walls that look like the rock walls from Slime, but I'm not taking any acid damage by standing next to them. Just from, it's the corruption doing wacky things. Did I just teleport the orange brain? That is so frustrating. And it summoned more orange brains. That's a telly. That's adorable, though. What happened is the orange brain summoned an orange brain. I teleported the original orange brain, and that the summoned orange brain proceeded to summon more orange brains, which summoned more stuff. Just a whole clown car of brains, really. Forest. Brain honk car. Honkler. Yeah, they are a bunch of honking clowns. Let's put up a spire. Can't bolt anymore, so we'll just swing. Not bad. I expected to have some more problems than that, but apparently not. Scale mail of Perpetual Drought. It's got my Arlec on it, and in fact it's got our poise as well. That might be an okay endgame armor to wear. It's a bit heavy for me, but it does give me Arlec, and that's crucial, really. Just got a Book of Power. Iron Shot is an interesting call, or an interesting choice. Kinda wish we had it during this thing rather than Bolt of Draining, but... Is Iron Shot castable? 41%. Bet you it's castable if I were to put on my robe. Okay. Well, forget the scale mail for now. This is gonna be... It's gonna be it for the slime adventure, I suppose. Well, I love how he gave me Frail. I love how his buddy showed up at the perfect time to screw me over. Ouch. Let's drink a heal wounds just to be safe. And then I'll burn a scatter shot to take him out. It's actually amazing. Because the two mutations we got were by far some of the worst in the game. The two that we got, we only got 2 mutations from Shining Eyes. And one was Scrollitis, one was Frail. Those are definitely in my top 3, top 4 worst mutations. And the worst part is I can't mutate that off because I have 2 mutation potions, and if I were to use that, it could give me something far worse and I would have not enough chances to get it off. So as a deep elf, we've now got to live with frail. It's just nothing I can do about it, really. Okay. Wear the Robe of the Archmagi. Iron shot to 32%. Well, tempted to enchant these boots up. Wouldn't it be nice if we had a scarf of resistance, perhaps? Really have to come to some kind of better conclusion about my armor here. Time to train fighting. Yeah, maybe. We've been training spellcasting to try to get hungerless. But yeah, I could see it. If only we had Malign Gateway. Then we would really be on the money, you know? No, we're going to get Iron Shot online. That is what we are going to do. That'll allow me to do very, very good damage at range. Yeah. Yeah, that'll help a lot. Okay. We're also going to burn... Well, you know what? We're going to save the 2 enchant armors, and the reason for that is if I find Shadow Dragon scales, which I'm about to go into vaults, so I might very well do that, we have a trove that wants Shadow Dragon scales. So, you know. Alright, let's go to D7. Just a pit stop. Just for fun, let's corrupt the middle of all this forest. This funny little forest. I only did that because, well, I have to. I have to corrupt every level of the dungeon for the challenge. What just happened? That's weird, there's suddenly silence for no reason. It's focused on me. Did I accidentally cast silence? I'm not missing mana. Did I get hit by a chaos effect? I'm deeply confused on how it is that I got silenced here. There must be a silence specter, I guess. Okay, let's go to vaults. Forget this nonsense. Must be the Tebs. I knew it. Their revenge is upon me. Okay, so we're not going to risk Iron Shot just yet, but it's going to become a very useful tool in my arsenal in the near future. Let's make a forest. Because all this teleporting from this axe is really frustrating, so I'd like to use the Iron Shot as like a way to kill things at range, a way to finish things, you know, finish things off. A way to more reliably kill things quickly. It's not to say we're going to stop swinging with the axe. It's just we're in a robe, so it really shouldn't be our primary means of killing things. Unless we're already next to it, you know. Let's put on Synv. Like that instant tele is getting very frustrating. Alright, Blink, Tele, Fear, those are all useful things. Vuln is useful. I'll make a forest. I Forest. There's a lot of stuff here. A lot of damage possible. Got the iron shot. But unseen invisible, I bet you that's my unseen horror up there. There we go. Yeah, we're like one good artifact away from having great defenses. As it stands, I'm a little worried because it's like this complete and total lack of resistances is no good. But one or two really solid artifacts could change things a lot. This scale mail could change things a lot. It's just that I'm not prepared to watch my spellcasting just go to garbage, you know. Go to zero. We just one-shot him? Hell yeah. Surge of Power, Iron Shot. That's that Arc Magi really helping me out, you know? I should train some more axes, to be honest. I really wanted to get it to 20. It's just we have so much other stuff we'd like to be doing. Let's get strength anyway. With any luck, if I get enough strength, I could treat that scale mail as a serious option. I think the biggest thing this character could ask for right now is Malign Gateway. That would make my life much, much easier. That would open up basically the entire game to being calmly strolled through rather than fought through. File of Floods. We're at 52 again on the inventory. Sadly, all these resistance swaps are what's really wrecking me. You know, I'm going to drop this Mace of Disto. We're not going to need that for a while. That's for way down the line when I'm trying to do some shenanigans, so to speak. Just going to pop that on for like 2 seconds to Abyss a Hell Lord or whatever, since that's part of the challenge, and it's going to attack faster than the Executioner's Axe, but then again, maybe it won't. Maybe by then we'll actually have... maybe by then we'll actually have 26 axes. I doubt it, but it's not impossible. Alright, not bad. Get that D-Missile back up. BBC these dudes. Some of those guys teleported away. Man, are we almost tabbing? I doubt it. Let's Iron Shot this guy to death. Did he teleport? Tell me he didn't teleport, damn it. Vault Warden disappears, I knew it. Such as Disto. It's funny, I've noticed that whenever I'm doing vaults, the first floor always seems to take forever. But then the next few are faster, it's just weird. I guess because the character's getting stronger off all that vault experience? I don't know. Alright, we're gonna not hit him with the Disto at all. Things with a lot of hit points or defenses, I think I should just focus on Iron Shotting. Just to save myself the trouble of dealing with potential teleports. Alrighty, floor 1 done, and we're finally starting to build up our Starting to build up our ration stockpile again. 20 of those. Okay. Nothing really interesting as far as items go on the floor, but that's okay. Let's go down, swing, BVC. Uh-oh, things are being summoned. Wow, bad luck. He summons a Convoker that immediately starts summoning, and he summons a Warden, which immediately locks. We're going to try to acid him to death. Crap. We're going to go for the 10% fail rate Iron Shot, and it does kill him. Good, no summon for you. Gotta watch out for those Convokers, man, because they have the power. You know, they summon stuff, and that stuff gets a free action, so you really don't know what you're gonna get, or what you're gonna have to deal with, but you're gonna have to deal with it right then and there, you know. Old Warden is devoured by a tear in reality. Let's dispel this fella. Got him. So I'm thinking that we are probably going to take a little stroll through Crypt. To think of it, I should take spellcasting up even higher, because we really want to get Dispel Undead Hungerless if we can. Because we're going to be casting it a lot, and there's no food in there. Or rather, there's not much food in there. Okay, he can't one-shot me. Interesting. You know what? I'm just going to silence here. I'm going to fail to silence, apparently. I'll BBC this, then I'll silence. I see we managed to miscast silence twice. That's beautiful. Okay, we'll lamp. We'll rod. We'll fight a whole army of things that I wasn't expecting to have to fight, but that's cool. The lamp certainly helped there. Wow, there was a lot of stuff back there. Luckily, BVC is overpowered as hell, and I just used that to basically solve my problem. I like that we're not having to rely on summons anymore. It's slightly slow going, but we're killing all this stuff under our own power. That means I'm getting full experience unless I banish things. Which, of course, is not uncommon, but it's fine. Okay, we're marked. Let's enslave this thing. Let's completely and totally fail to enslave this thing. Let's go up. That guy teleports. Just rest. So much teleporting. I should be able to wear minus tele to force other things not to teleport. Or there should be like a dimensional anchor spell for players. That'd be nice. Imagine how nice that would be. We have wizardry, we don't need it. Shouldn't have iron shotted that. I just realized those are undead, man. I can absolutely just dispel undead on them, you know. Speaking of which... Oh, he didn't die. Got him. BVC. That shield ain't worth nothing when he's BVC'd. So we just iron shot him. Now we focus on the Convoker, because number one, the Warden's almost dead anyway, the BVC will finish him. Number two, we really want to kill him fast before he summons. There we go. Lovely little pack of spiders there. Okay. Just to spell that, he dies in one hit. Very cool. Okay, we don't have our cold. What the hell am I doing? We need to be stepping away from this stuff. Not being in melee in it, or with it at all. That regen up. It's not like I can't kill these things, I just can't act like a madman and be next to them, you know? That's the problem. Alright, this should be fine. We'll just BVC this stuff. BVC this stuff. We'll swing a little bit. BVC this dude again. Basically want to kill the ogre. Ogre mage, that is. Got him. We're getting close. We're getting close to, getting close to Crypt. And that's going to be kind of our Hail Mary type situation. We're going to hope to find some really good stuff in there. Okay, Dispel Undead has 1 pip of hunger to it. We're going to train nothing but spellcasting for a little while. I'm also going to take Axes. I'm going to train. I guess I'll train Axes. I can at least get it to 20. You know, maybe not 26, but 20 would be good. No Crypt yet. Cool thing is, if I can get spellcasting a little higher, even past Hungerless for 5, we might be able to get Hungerless for 6, level 6 spells. Alright, I shouldn't use my Forest, but I'm gonna. Just to make this a little bit more smooth. It's gonna rob a bit of my experience, but it is what it is. Let's bail a little bit. What? Okay, Bolt of Poison. D-Missile had dropped. That Centaur Warrior had a club. That's funny. Alrighty, there we are. That's Crypt. When Dispel Undead is Hungerless, we're going to walk right in. Iron Shot should let us kill any of the living things in there really quickly. One issue is Cursed Skulls, because actually getting next to them is kind of a pain. Although once we get there, it'll be cool. We have not died. I do appear to still be alive. Except that one time, yeah, very early on, several sessions ago, I did, in fact, kick the bucket. You know what? I'm gonna lamp through this stuff. What a great lamp! Yeah! A lot of damage possible here. Why don't we regen? It's not likely with D-Missile, but we could certainly die here. I would like to Lightning Rod. Got him. I'll swing on this dude. Alright, I have great news. I have wonderful news, in fact. Just peachy news. We're going to get to go to a trove today. We are going to enchant armor on the scale mail twice. Boom. There are the Shadow Dragon scales. We're going to... drop all my potions. Go in. Okay, I see some stuff. I see really good boots that are already a strict upgrade. The pair of boots Fuo Stealth. Now, as cool as this shield could be, remember that I've been bribed to use an Executioner's Axe, so we don't really care what the shield is, even if it's awesome. Ordinarily, I'd be ecstatic to see, well, 2 artifact shields, damn. But in this particular case, it's just contraband, more contraband. Alright, so that's amazing. You better believe it. You better believe we're wearing those. I don't care if it's Star Drain, I get Arlek and Arcor. What if I bribe you to use a shield? Well, as the original briber, I could use the shields. I wouldn't let anybody else bribe me to use the shield, though, since there's already a... Like Gozag, there's already a bribe in place. A lot of shields here. Interesting. Okay. I'm going to take the cage, but I don't think we're going to use the etheric cage. I'll also take the boots, or sorry, the shields, just in case JD Sequoia changes his mind. But I'm fine with that not being the case. We had a very, very good trove. Two items at least that we could use. I will go ahead and identify these shields, I suppose, just for fun. Kind of curious what they are. The -1 Shield of Impressiveness. I am not impressed. Buckler of Joy is garbage. +5 shield with Invis, RN plus, MP -9. That's okay. Nothing really outrageously good, you know. +5 one's decent, though. Okay, so a Scarf of Resistance would be really good right now. That would cover everything except for our negative, and then we would lose our poise, unfortunately. Yeah, I don't know. +2 gloves will freeze up some swaps. Yeah, pretty much. In fact, I can drop this thing. And of course we can drop the etheric helmet, or the etheric cage. As much as I'd like to have regen MP, I mean, do I want that more than MR++? Nope. Okay. And the Arlek, of course, we've already got from the gloves. So yeah, we could lose 9 points of EV if we really wanted to, and put on RC+, and put on our F+, and then we would have pretty damn good resistances. Goes from 29 to 27. We actually don't lose. Come to think of it, that +8 dex is giving me an enormous amount of EV. It's 3 points of EV. Oh, for sure that was a successful trove, no question. Okay, 29 EV to 23 EV, so we lose 6 points of EV. I hate to do that, but it's worth it. It's worth it for the resistances, I have to say. That increases my spell hunger, though, because my int gets nerfed. And that's no good. That's no good. Damn. What to do? What to do about that? I think we have to do it. Yep, I think we have to live with this. Either that, or I could just wear RC Plus like an ordinary one, but this gives us some of our EV back. What we'll do is we will finish up. Well, hold on. First of all, forced to grind for piety. That's true. That is true. Speaking of that, I'm gonna corrupt some of these floors. Wow, we just corrupted twice and didn't lose piety. Amazing. I mean, we're losing piety, but it's just not showing yet. There we go. Let's go to vaults. We're going to go back to vaults. There's going to be experience in vaults. And that means that we'll just pump up the spell casting. He has a Wand of Acid. We're going to BVC him like this. Going to summon a Forest. Trying to avoid losing those charges, right? BVC these fellas. Corpse. Corpse. Okay, something just occurred to me. There's a old strategy I used to use for situations like these. And perhaps we can make some use of it here in a minute. Why is BVC not doing a damn thing? Okay, there we go. Get away from me. Okay, so we take the chunks of flesh, we eat until we're... I mean, we can't eat, but if we were hungry, we'd eat. Then, PVC nerf online. I think my spell power is just crap right now. Well, it's 3 pips from max, that's not bad. Anyway, we go to crypts, we have the food in the inventory, right? It'll rot. Actually, it already rotted, but if we start to get hungry, we just go back into vaults. Can we be paralyzed from him? 0%. There it is, we're hungry. So we just rest up. Just gonna abyss everything, I guess. Okay, more food. More food to go back into crypt. Yep. Snacks indeed. And as you can see, Dispel Undead is just essentially broken as hell in here. As well it should be. Very much a super particular sort of spell. Only works in certain situations, so... Best beam, absolutely. Alright, so we go back to vaults, getting hungry. The strategy works a lot better if you use Gourmand. I could go get Gourmand. We only have Guardian Spirit on, which is very powerful, but... You know, it may soon be time for me to stop doing that. Hello! You fall through a shaft and drop 1 floor. Forest, PVC. D-missile's still up. PVC this stuff. Put up a spire. Amazing. Okay, so this dude's getting damaged by the BVC and hopefully from the tree as well. Got him. Alrighty, let's map. So we can get upstairs as soon as possible. Okay. Not bad. Now we go straight back to Crypt. Oops, we're hungry again. So I have to go back to Vaults. It's a little bit of a tedious slog, but, you know, it works. I identified that sword because, well, it could have been minus tele, which would have made it a good swap to wear when we go into Zot. Crypt's time again. I'm struggling to imagine exactly how lame Dispel Undead is going to be in here now that it's only one range. They took a fun spell that was very situational but still quite good, and they just made it sort of bad. Hey, acquirement. Yep, it's really dumb. Welcome to modern crawl development, brought to you by the mentally incapable. Nice, that thing had a corpse. Saves us a trip. Yeah, I don't get it, Tony. I don't think there's a lot of deep thought, you know, coming out of the DCSS development cycle these days. And as I always say, they're simply not prepared to pay attention to what anybody else has to say about the situation or about anything. It's only their little insular group that gets to decide things. God forbid you listen to the player base about anything. Then they wonder why they get a bad rap in the player base. Like, they wonder why the relationship between the devs and the players is so antagonistic. Well, I'll tell you why. You give what you get, you know? Hey, believe it or not, Reapers are not undead. They are demons. Alright, we're out of food. We found an acquirement scroll. Honest to God, I'm tempted to acquire food, but I know I shouldn't. Because we could get some really good, potentially really good items. Or item. What could this elf want? He wants a Scarf of Resistance for one. He still lacks RF plus and RC plus unless he wears these two rings. So it'd be cool if I could take off these two rings and wear my evasion instead. That's faith. Gosh, do I really want to take off Guardian Spirit to wear faith? I guess I do. I hate to do this, but we need it to do what we're doing. Good armor, spiked boots. That's RC plus. Plus one boots of the Beepa. 2 points of EV, 1 point of AC. This lets me unscrew my intelligence, which is good. I can drop the RC now. Putting our hunger at 0 for Dispel Undead. Good. Then we can go get the EV plus 5 ring. BVC also hungerless. EV plus 5 ring is on. putting our defenses just where they were before. So all in all, I guess I would say it's a net gain. Okay, take these chunks of flesh, we'll go to Crypt. I have to bear in mind I am much more fragile now. Finished up Crypt 1. Love the fact that we can cast, except for Iron Shot, totally hungerless. That includes BBC. Why was that centaur wielding a Staff of Earth? Because he wanted to crush me, that's why. Hey, Glog78, thank you for the follow. Always appreciate it. Hope you're having a good night tonight. That's a demon. We lack RN+. And we have no real particularly good sources of it. I guess our positive swap ring, but I don't want to fool with that. Let's go back to vaults, since we're getting hungry. No corpse. Of course, the inedible thing leaves a corpse. Okay, delicious elves. Delicious cannibalism, I guess. That is Zatahua. Hey, baby. What up, girl? Can I get your number? Forest. PVC. Alright, Glog, please do. Check out a VOD or something. Probably find something you like. If you like DCSS. Wow. Zatahua entered pack. Got GG'd pretty quickly there. Yeah, Tony, that's the thing. It does do everything, and, you know, if you take any single aspect of it, you're like, oh, it's just a good spell, but when you put it all in tandem, it's hard for anyone to believably deny that it's way too strong. Which is why that GitHub post from Gammathunk the other day was just so unbelievably funny. Because it's like, are you seriously sitting here trying to argue that this spell is balanced? Like, are you joking? Alright, this is interesting. Let's summon a forest. Believe it or not, this character really doesn't want to be toe-to-toe with a Hydra. Enslave. 34% is not good. I could just Iron Shot it, I guess. Yeah, he died. Good. Now I'll just Iron Shot her. BVC her. We have our Lek. Well, so her Thunder doesn't hurt me that much, but the Primal Wave sure will. Iron Shot finishes her. Did she leave food? Yeah. Delicious Storm Dragon flesh. Walking away is luring, and luring is bad. Yeah, it is an incredible escape spell. It's an incredible everything spell. It's really, really silly. I mean, on one hand, I can't complain because I used it to great effect, but I did just eat by Susan. She was a bad girlfriend, so I ate her. Let's find out what the uptime is. 1 hour, 24 minutes. Some of that was... 20 minutes of that was lead-up time while I was still working out. Hey, check it out. It's the rare and powerful Octopode zombie. Nota bene, not actually powerful. But it is rare. Alright. Hungry again, no food to be seen. So we do this. The Virgin Kraken zombie. The Chad Octopode zombie. Wouldn't that be the other way around? I guess maybe not, since the Kraken can't leave the deep water. One of us can move on land. Yeah. I don't need to see you to dispel you. Whoops. Good old dispel undead. Aiming for the wrong thing. My hit points over here getting torn up. Okay, we're gonna have to deal with Ancient Liches, which is not really that surprising for Crypt 3. I think I see 4 wins down there, which is actually not all that interesting considering that we've got to... Well, we've got to keep Faith on for the time being. It's one of my favorite items, but, you know, what am I going to do? Corrupt. Corrupt. And I know I'm still... Whoa, I don't want to leave. Let's corrupt here, make some space. That didn't make space at all. I've been memed. It kind of made space. I wanted to take out those walls. That's fine. Okay, so we've fulfilled a huge chunk. A huge chunk of the cosplay challenge rule. We've corrupted every single floor of dungeon. Still have to do that to every single floor of depths and every single floor of Zot. Why wouldn't they just fix the targeting system there, Tony? I don't get it. Down we go. Down we go. Yes, the code is a bit of a mess, I have to admit. Honestly, the whole thing should be rewritten. But they don't have the stones to do that. Don't have that kind of power. That is probably one of the messiest parts of the code base, I have to say. I don't really blame them for not wanting to mess with it, but you know, sometimes in programming we must do hard things so that we can do great things. Okay, BVC. Oh, I shouldn't be doing this. Dude, he could LCS me for a ton of damage. Let's Iron Shot him to finish him off. What am I doing? Okay. A lot of food now, but I keep having to fight more things as I go to retrieve the food. We have 21 chunks of flesh. I think that'll be fine until they all rot anyway. I was correct, there is an Amulet of 4 Winds. I almost feel bad about that. Like, that is so good to have. But am I really going to take off Faith? I think I'm going to have to take off Faith. That gives me RN+. And that would mean that all my resistances are covered. And I'd have Clarity, but I already have that. What would I do? Because the thing is, I have this helmet of MR+. Well, remember, we have to do a bit of extended, so having MR Plus is meaningful. Whoa! It's not good. We are regenerating. Did the skull stop following me? I bet you it didn't. Oh, he's right there. Oh, crap. Oh, man. This is annoying. Well, I'm allowed to use Holy Word this time, so why don't we just make life a little easier. PVC this dude now. We have acid, we're going to use it, and he's going to die. Okay, now, we just dispel his ass. Spire, so we can't... We literally cannot die now. Far enough away. Good. That was a close encounter. It's just a few too many things there to really make it smooth, you know? Like, I had a plan for dealing with curse goals, but with that much popcorn in the way, it was just a little bit of a pain. Let's do the rest of the floor, since we're fixing to get marked anyway. What was that? Ancient Champion? Yeah, the vaults do look a bit silly. This particular vault, but many others as well that have the same sort of setup where they have mark traps in them. But you know, God forbid you think through exactly what your changes are going to affect when you make them. I know that work is very hard, and so let's just not do it. Alright, so the way this is supposed to work is we walk in and we get memed on because the grates fall and then we die. So instead we're going to BVC this stuff. Put a spire here so we don't get mutated. Should have done that first. Summon Forest. Fail. Summon Forest. Succeed. Did my Dryad immediately die? You see a puff of smoke. It just didn't come in. Adorable. Okay. So BVC will kill this. Eventually. Let's see invisible. I can just keep BVCing this stuff and it will kill it, but the problem is that eventually we get Hell Sentinels. Boy, that ain't good. So they'll die, but... Okay, I'm gonna risk... I can risk a little bit, because the worst thing is he just hits me with like one Hellfire. We're gonna teleport soon anyway. And there it is. Okay. Problem. Okay. Oh, hello, Hell Sentinel. Goodbye, Hell Sentinel. Just rest and try again. I doubt they're still going to be injured, but it's possible. Nah. 144 damage from these dudes, if they have LCS. And they could. Angry trees now, and those trees are going to actually hit the liches, I think. The tree reaches out and hits the ancient lich. Hell yeah! Time to cheese the hell out of this. This is the cheesiest way. Just double cheese. Amazing. Amazing stuff. I love it. And again, we get a good layout again. Spell of Ligma. That's right. That's exactly the spell that I'm using on them. Not to be confused for Sugma. Got him. Alright. There's a click. Suddenly the grates are dropped. Oh no. Not the grates. RN plus, MP plus 9, strength plus 2. That's a swap. I suppose I could put it on and then have resists all the time and really, really bad defenses and just be a caster. That is cursed. 4 wins. Sadly not the book we wanted either. Okay, identify the... Honestly, let's just identify the Amulet of Reflect, okay. RF plus, RC plus, RN plus, Int plus 2, Stealth plus 2. Amazing. There's that artifact. I said, what did I say? We need one artifact. Just one. You know, it had to be the right layout of stuff, but that is the perfect. You know, that's everything we needed, isn't it? Drop that. That's RN plus Dex plus 7. We don't need that. Unless that miraculously gives me 5 EV. It does not. Cool. That ring is nuts, I must agree. Where's our closest remove curse? There's one in Crypt 2. Good. Alright, all resistances are covered. We could have Sinv all the time if we wanted to, but that I think I'd rather have Evasion instead of. Sick plus Int, that's true, the plus 2 is helpful, a little bit. I got my spellcasting to 20, my Axes is almost 20 as well. Should probably take Fighting to 15. Conjurations, Charms, Summoning, Transloke, Earth Magic. We'll just train all kinds of things. We're going to take Dodging to 15 as well. We are going places. Still no Malign Gateway. That's the one I wanted. 54%. We can get that. Technically, we have to get that below 10% before we end the game, but I'm not worried about that. We'll get that easy. Considering that, you know, our T-Lokes and our summonings haven't even cracked 10 yet, I think we're fine. I would be working on it harder if we had actually found it, but, you know. Did we find a... Wow, okay, we found a Necronomicon at some point. Hot dog, okay. We have a lot of Charms training. So we're going to have some Death Store action today. We'll take Necro to 15, Charms to 15. Necromute... Probably not. I don't want to have to train the transmutations, but maybe. Maybe. Haunt is online. It's basically online as well. So we'll get that. Okay. Sort of an odd collection of spells now. And we only have one Scroll of Amnesia, so I should have perhaps spent a little more time. By the time in Zot, we won't even have to swing. Yeah, by then we probably won't, and I probably should have just stopped training axes, but come hell or high water, I'm taking this to speed 1 just in case. So I don't get any nasty surprises. Anyhow. Where shall we go? 3 runes. Vaults 1 through 3 is done. I suppose we could finish vaults up. Man, this is some true role-playing, I have to say, with the axe, the Mad Acolyte of Lugonu. It's really getting stuff done today. You know what's going to be really good is if I could get some more spell power on these BVC. It's doing less than I'm used to. Aptitudes don't matter, just train more. I think aptitudes matter a lot. If you want to have an easy time versus a hard time. But I'm sure you're joking. All right, we have full piety. Well, that's what UV4 says. Technically, it's true. Like, sure, you could farm up infinite experience, have fun, but do you want to? Do you really want to? All right, I went into depths real fast. You know what? Let's go up. Ooh. I corrupted real fast just to use piety. %17% chance to enter the abyss. You know, I gotta say I should probably train my invokes up to 15. I know I'm training 30 bajillion things at the same time, and I shouldn't be, but... Blowcrawl should have a class with -10 aptitudes and everything just to troll that idea. It sort of does. The Felid Mummy... The Felid Mummy has very bad aptitudes, although it's not nearly as bad as -10 across the board. It'll feel like it is. It's the worst of a Felid and a Mummy. There were some boots there, but we're already getting RC Plus from our boots. Unlikely to improve upon that situation. How's my spell hunger on Iron Shot? 2 pips. Blood Infestation, 61%. Trying to think if is there anything I could do to make my life easier on Vaults 5. And there is. Oh boy, we don't want to take a hit from a raging Etten, are you serious? This could straight up kill me in one hit. I'm gonna roll the dice and try to fear though. Yeah, I was gonna say that should work. That was chance of death though, for sure. Go up. That's quite a vault. There were 3 Convokers at the same time, and we just didn't have the mana. We just didn't have the mana to deal with it, really. Or rather, to deal with it quickly. Swiftness, Airstrike, Shock. Alright. Not quite what we wanted. We find that Malign Gateway and things are going to really heat up in this game. It's going to get awesome. Find Malign Gateway, we can almost start rushing through the game, you know? Okay. Very dense vault in here. Bunch of staircases. Are those all hatches? Yeah, they are. That's weird. Is Malign still my favorite spell? Yeah, I think so. Bear in mind, favorite's not necessarily the same as like most powerful or most reliable or anything like that. It is very powerful, mind you, but I think if I was going to choose based on power, it would have to be BBC. But yeah, in terms of fun, absolutely. Absolutely, Malign Gateway wins. I love it. I only have one ammo. If I had more, I would burn one here. But it feels like a bit of a waste. Getting close to having Death's Door. 43%. That's not bad. Damn. Really good, in fact. I should have lamped a while ago, but we'll lamp now. Oh, God. Okay, that's going to be a heal wounds. That's going to be me getting my ass kicked anyway, despite the heal wounds. We have demissile, right? Burn blinking. He threw a rock. That could have killed me. Whoops. Regen. Hi, guys. Heal wounds, because I could get LRD'd immediately. Telly. Wish I could fog. You know what? Well, I was gonna say I'll banish this and create translocational energy, which would create translocational fog clouds, and block the line of sight. But we don't have the mana for all that, do we? So instead, we enslave this. We fail. Wow, that's cute. The Stone Giant acted before the Storm Dragon. So we could have gotten hit by that, and in theory, the Dragon too, because Storm Dragons are fast. Man, I've never seen this vault before. I think this might be new. This is very dense. It feels like part of depths, to be honest, rather than vaults. It feels very tough. There's a lot of risks I took there that I shouldn't have taken. Playing a bit fast, of course. But hey, we got out of it alive, so it's good enough, right? Drop the Ring of Stealth. There we go, that's Vaults 4. Alright. So, I think that, yep, 1 hour, 48 minutes, probably about an hour and a half in reality. I think this is a good place to stop. We'll do Vaults 5 next time. I have 11 Brilliance, so I can Brilliance and then Death's Door to survive. You saved RCS from the Sneed Man. I assume he was shitposting in the Discord. I appreciate you deleting whatever it is he posted, Quessel. Anyway, you caught the end of the stream here, so I think we're going to we'll do Vaults 5 next time. We'll have a lot of good spells to use to you know, sort of beat Vaults 5, and then after that we will you know, we'll head into depths and continue corrupting all those floors, and maybe eventually we'll swap off this amulet for something like I don't know, for 4 Winds maybe, and maybe do some stuff with our helmet too. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it for now, and you can look forward to all that stuff next time. So until then, I am signing out. Did you know that there are many ways that you can help support this channel? Read about them on rosecrypto.com/support. At Rose Crypto, you can learn all about cool things like the Brave web browser, Bitcoin, and other cryptocurrencies. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.